Hello and welcome to week two. Last week we talked about what micro animations or micro stories are. This week we are going to talk about storyboarding and fleshing out the idea. Think about storyboard as a map. This will kind of give you an idea of what you need to be doing, what elements you're going to be working on, and will pretty much map out your whole animation. Storyboarding is very important. So let's break it down. First, hopefully you thought about what your animation was going to be, what your topic, theme, all that was going to be. For me, as I mentioned, it was going to be about libraries. So when you have a general idea, you're going to work off of it. So what exactly do I want to talk about libraries? What's in libraries? There's books. And for books, you need to read them, and you learn from books, expand imagination, and they are entertaining. So now I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be working on. It's going to be about libraries. I'm going to focus on books, and my message is going to be that reading entertains, teaches, and expands your imagination. So micro animation, as I've mentioned before, they are usually very short, between 10-20 seconds. You are trying to get the social media scroller, the person that's just going through their timeline on social media, to stop for a second, see your animation, get the message, and then they can move on. So these are not like super complex animations. You're not going to be breaking down a long storyline with a beginning, middle, and end. This is just a quick, here's my message, catch their attention for the couple of seconds that it is, and move on. So when you're doing a storyboard, like I said before, you are mapping your main frames. So for this one, I am going to start off, my first frame is going to start off in a library. So I am going to just draw a very simple, I don't have to spend a lot of time drawing here. I just want to get the idea in. Put some trees. Alright, so this is going to be my first scene. Then my second scene, I want it to be with somebody reading a book. And I'm just using a very simple brush. You can use any brush you want that you're comfortable with in Photoshop. For this, you're just getting an idea down, so I'm just using the Kyle Ultimate Pencil Hard. Those are free brushes you can download from Photoshop, or we'll just use the hard round pressure to keep it. This hard round pressure is one that is in every Photoshop copy, so this would be something that anybody could just find. And to draw, I am using a drawing tablet. Like I said, storyboarding, you don't have to spend a lot of time. You don't have to be very detailed with it. You are just trying to jot down your idea so that you have directions for the next step of what you need. And then 3 is going to reveal that his imagination has transported our reader into a rocket ship. And then it'll have the rocket ship going into an outer space, a different world. So this is a very simple storyboard, but we're not done yet. We want to give ourselves some directions. So here I'm going to want to zoom in so that I know that I'm doing a camera movement. You can just draw an arrow, something that you can read. If you were doing a storyboard that somebody else would be animating for you, you would then want to be a little bit more clear. You could put in camera zoom in, you could write it in. But if it's just for you, you don't have to go the extra step in labeling stuff. So these arrows are just telling me which direction my camera is going to be going. With this, I'm just giving myself a directional arrow that my rocket's going to be moving up. My camera is going to zoom out to reveal the rocket ship. My rocket ship is going to fly in space, get into the planet. I'm actually going to give my final scene. So this will be text. So that was a very quick storyboard. It took me less than 10 minutes, but now I have mapped out my animation. It's giving me a map. I have planned it out. And from this, next week, we are going to grab these scenes and draw these elements so that we could then put them into After Effects on our 4th week.